You're in this country, you're an American. People who aren't Americans are bigots.
Arizona Representative Ruben Gallego joined other House Democrats today to send that message from Washington to more than a dozen cities, including Phoenix, where March Against Sharia events are scheduled this weekend. Gallego said the true intentions of Act for America, the group behind the marches, is not to fight Sharia law.
They claim to be trying to fight Sharia law. That's just an excuse for them to be bigots. There is no threat of Sharia law in this country.
Islamic Sharia law coming to the USA? It's already here in the Lone Star State. A Collin County District Judge recently ordered that Maryam Ayad's divorce case be sent to mediation by an Islamic panel.
There is no threat of Sharia law in this country. That's just an excuse for them to be bigots. There is no threat of Sharia law in this country. That's just an excuse for them to be bigots.
There was a time when Afghanistan was a modern state. Faith was a private matter. Burqas were optional. Women and men could travel together. Right next door, Iran was not far behind. It was at par with the Western world. Women could step out without a veil, even meet men at public places. But the Iran and Afghanistan of today are a lot different. Today, hijab is mandatory, Western clothing is frowned upon, clerics dictate societal norms, religious police patrols the streets, civil rights are all but non-existent. What happened in these countries? They came under the Sharia law.
There is no threat of Sharia law in this country. That's just an excuse for them to be bigots.
Even many highly educated American Muslims believe that criticism of Islam should not be permitted under the First Amendment. You say that large numbers of American Muslims support Sharia blasphemy laws.
Highly educated American Muslims. We're talking Harvard graduates.
There is no threat of Sharia law in this country. That's just an excuse for them to be bigots.
It's a story making headlines in the Philadelphia area.
One mosque leader is behind bars, another on the run after police say they tried to cut off a man's hand with a machete.
It happened after morning prayer service. Police say they accused the man of stealing, and chopping off his hand was the punishment.
There is no threat of Sharia law in this country. That's just an excuse for them to be bigots.
You identify yourself as gay. Why do you then choose, because it is a choice, why do you then choose to be a Muslim when it says explicitly within Islam that that is prohibited?
There is no threat of Sharia law in this country. That's just an excuse for them to be bigots. Are bigots.
Phoenix organizers put together their own anti-Sharia law event. We found mostly peaceful protests when we made our way out to Paradise Valley Park.
Are bigots.
It's got nothing to do with race, nothing whatsoever. They say hate. We're not about hate. We're about the opposite of that. That women should be treated as equal human beings.
Are bigots.
We have a problem in this state in particular that our two senators are in fact on the side of the Muslim Brotherhood.
Are bigots.
Anti-Sharia law. People call you a racist. Sharia law is not a race.
Are bigots. You're doing this job incorrectly.